my second grade friends. My name is Mrs. Vasello and I'm your art teacher. This week we are going to get started with a lesson about Keith Haring. We're going to take a look at some of his work and we're also going to learn a little bit of history about him. Let's go. Keith Haring was born in 1958 in Pennsylvania, and he loved drawing cartoons and visiting museums. Keith Haring is known for his colorful cartoon artworks and certain characters such as crawling babies, barking dogs, and spaceships. When he was 20 years old, he moved to New York City, and he started drawing in subway stations. That's where his art became famous, and soon he was inspired by many other artists in New York, like Andy Warhol and Jean-Michel Basquiat. Now that you've seen some of Keith Haring's work, we're going to get started making our own artwork inspired by Keith Haring's work. We're going to be using some of those figures that he used, doing all different kinds of funky things in his artwork, in our artwork. Let's get started. To get started, we're going to need a few supplies. You might want a practice piece of paper, like a tan piece of paper. You're going to need a nice white piece of paper for your final copy. You're also going to need a handy dandy pencil and an eraser, as well as something to color with, whether that is markers or crayons or colored pencils. We are first going to practice drawing out a Keith Haring person. Always showed a lot of movement, so we're going to practice out some different moves that you can make with the arms and legs. I want you to practice out two different characters, so start with a circle head and a stick body. After that, we're going to turn this into a stick person. Everybody knows how to draw a stick person, and it's a great way to get started. So you could draw a line out for the top part of his arm and a line out for the bottom part of his arm. This right here would be his elbow. This shows an arm going up. If you wanted the arm to be looking like it was going down, you could draw it like that. Maybe you decide you want your arm to go straight up and up again. You could try it like that. Maybe you want it to go down and back in. You could draw it like that. Next, you're going to draw your stick person's legs. I'm going to make this guy look like he is running. So this leg's going to be going like this, and this leg's going to be going like this. This guy over here, he's going to be kicking one leg up in the air like this and standing on his other leg. All right, after you've drawn your stick person with a bend for an elbow and a bend for a knee, you are going to kind of outline it in order to give those lines thickness. So I'm going to start at the head, and when I get to the arm, I'm going to turn and go out and up, following that same line. At the end, I'm going to put a curve for his hand. Start at the head. When I get to that line, I'm going to go out and then follow that turn down in a curve for his hand. At his body, do two straight lines down and then follow those leg lines. And just like that, I have a person created from a stick figure. When you're done, erase those lines out of the center. Let's try it again over here. Down, then follow the arm and a curve at the bottom. Down from the head, follow the arm and a curve at the bottom. Two lines down for the body and follow the lines of the legs with a curve at the bottom. There we go. Again, in the middle of his body, if you still have that aligned, you could erase it out. All right, now that we've practiced two characters, we're going to do it on our paper. Your final copy paper, I want you to hold it like this. And first, you're going to fold your paper in half, hot dog style. Whoop. Open it up. and then fold it in half, hamburger style. We are trying to make 4 rectangles on our paper. Here I go. I have 1, 2, 3, 4 rectangles. Now we have to draw 4 Keith Haring figures. Start with a circle in each square. Notice I did it up at the top, so I had room for the body. Then start with a stick for the body. Next, choose the directions you want the arms to go. Then choose the directions you want the legs to go. All right, after that, you're gonna trace those lines or follow those lines in order to make your guy 3D. 2 lines down for the body. Follow the lines of your legs to make him have a thickness. Once you have them drawn, remember to erase out that center line for his body. And you have 4 Keith Haring inspired characters. Next, we're gonna add some color. I want you to choose a variety of different colors for your characters. And you are just gonna color each one a solid color, just like Keith Haring did. Go ahead and start coloring your characters. All right, now that I'm all finished coloring my characters, I want you to go in with a black color, whether that's a black marker or a black crayon or a black colored pencil, and near the body of your character, if you draw some curved lines, like I'm doing, it makes your character look like they are moving. Lines can be used to show movement in an artwork. Keith Haring often had a lot of lines showing movement in his artwork. All right, our artwork is all finished. I hope you had fun learning how to draw some Keith Haring figures and creating movement in your artwork. I hope you have so much fun creating. All right, guys, I hope you had so much fun designing your Keith Haring inspired artwork. Make sure that you take a picture of it and post it on Seesaw. I hope you had fun creating.